Hi everyone, I'm Steve here with the Gut Girl, Nicole. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, if you guys are interested in nutrition, getting healthier, working out, health clubs, all that stuff, subscribe to the channel. We're going to talk about prebiotics, and this is talked about a lot. Maybe you can tell us a little difference between the prebiotic and a probiotic. Are they both important or so on? But what's a prebiotic?
A prebiotic is a non digestible carb that's found in high fiber foods. So um, it's really important. I get a lot of questions about probiotics and prebiotics and how to use them and what's good. And this is a humongous topic. But one of the things that I've noticed is that really people really don't know what a prebiotic is. And it's not something that's digestible, but it feeds our probiotics. So, and you can get these by just eating foods. And a Jerusalem artichoke is a really, really good prebiotic. Dandelion greens, which is also a very, very good bitter if you're having any kind of stomach issues. Dandelion greens really help with stomach issues. Raw garlic, which some people can't handle, but that is a prebiotic. Raw leeks, onions, jicama, asparagus, those are all found in those are all prebiotic foods that help feed the natural good bacteria that is in a gut.
Okay, so you said prebiotic. Is it basically just fiber?
It's just fiber, but it's feeding a good bacteria. And what you guys want to really think about too is that you should never stay on a probiotic longer than 90 days because each probiotic has one or two strains that you're getting in each box of probiotics. And I have some people that come into my office and they're like, I've been taking the same probiotic for 20 years. And I'm like, stop that, because you're just feeding a good bacteria can turn into a bad bacteria. And you don't want that to happen, especially if you have stomach issues.
Okay, so what is a probiotic?
So a probiotic is like a lactobacillus, Akkermansia, Saccharomyces. Those are the as you go into the health food store or the health food section in your store and you see probiotics, they're the billions of strains of good bacteria that feed into our microbiome and our gut lining. And they're really, really beneficial most of the time. Most of the time, though, if somebody comes into my office and they have something like SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, or a Morganella, something that is in a bad category that's giving you stomach issues, bowel issues, I take you off a probiotic until I've eradicated the bad bacteria.
So they should rotate these around, different probiotics, because they all have different, yeah, some of them have this many strands or whatever. I've noticed that on these. So just rotate them how often?
You should rotate them every 90 days. And if you're coming off an antibiotic or you're on an antibiotic, you really want to be on a Saccharomyces to help with restoring that gut lining while you're on an antibiotic.
Okay, so and what is that?
That's a type of a probiotic, but it's a
Okay.
restorative one that helps keep your good bacteria in in colony while your antibiotic is sometimes destroying that colony,
And tell us again why the prebiotic is so important.
because it feeds the probiotic. So it really, really helps to keep your probiotics flourishing. And I really like to do that with food. I and and I like to put it in the rotate. I like three different strains, and then I rotate those through. And at the end of that rotation, I always put a prebiotic in.
Do you rotate the prebiotic too then?
I do, yes.
Hmm. Okay, well, any last thoughts? Maybe something I didn't ask?
That's it. I think you asked it.
Okay, so Nicole, if people want to find out about your program, you're a nutritionist, holistic nutritionist. How do they follow you on social media? How do they get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me at the gutgirl1, the number one, at gmail.com. And you can reach me on all social media platforms at the Gut Girl Envy.
All right, and you'll give them $100 off your program if they say that they saw this video.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for being with us, Nicole. We'll
Thank you
talk to you
for
next
having
time.
me.
Yeah.